Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. Today we are going to be playing Arkham Horror Mother's Embrace. Drag that over here so I can see that if I need to. That doesn't matter. So yep, obviously today is a stream outside of the normal streaming schedule. That doesn't mean we can't stream nonetheless. So while everything is kind of all sorting, we have a few shout outs to give. So thank you very much to Chief Gawimbi. Excuse me. Little Dotalai. I hope I said that right. X Spiderweb, Large Smoke, 420, Henza 420, and Goldness. Thank you all for the follows. You followed while we were offline, but I appreciate them all the same. That's that Biscuit Boy's gone live. That mad lad. Let's kind of ignore the thing. I was testing to make sure that my alerts were working fine, and they do now, which is great. So, oh shit, I just realised, didn't want to do that. That was too early. No. Would you stop? Stop it. You're a professional. At least you think you are. Hide all of those. There we go. Look at that bit cup. So, Arkham Horror Mothers... Hey, the Blue, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. So, Arkham Horror Mother's Embrace, if I remember correctly, I think is a video game version of Mountains of Madness. Welcome to my anniversary stream, man. How are you doing today, sir? Alright, tutorial, your investigators. Welcome to Arkham Horror Mother's Embrace. Who will be your investigators for this new adventure?
Move aside, boys. It's my turn.
There's no time like the present.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I am doing great, my friend.
Move aside.
That's my cute
Ooh. You can play as Jim. Ooh, those graphics, though. Ooh, you can see those lines on his jacket. Ooh.
I'm ready to investigate.
There's Kate.
I'm ready. I'm prepared.
Oh, they got...
It's my time in the spotlight.
No, William York.
I heed the Lord's call.
There's no time like
Zoe.
I'm ready.
That's my cute.
Move aside, boys. It's my
Magic
turn.
Mitch, welcome. How's it going, man? What anniversary are we celebrating? So I have been streaming for 1 year on Twitch as of today.
There's no time like the present.
Move aside.
Alright, so let's have a... What do we want?
Move aside.
That's my cue to play.
I'm probably going to go with Jim.
There's no time like the present.
Move aside.
That's my cue to play.
Jim seems a really good one to take, I think. Ooh woo. Thank you for the congratulations, though. Yeah, we'll go with Jim. Indeed. Woo-hoo indeed. So not only that, Saturday is a community stream.
Allow me to
Ooh,
introduce
that's
myself.
louder than I was expecting.
I am Wilhelmina Tillinghurst, Professor of Astronomy at Miskatonic University. All my life I have dedicated myself to the study of celestial objects. Most recently I visited Louisiana to observe the passage of a comet I had observed for many years. I hoped the trip would provide me with the evidence required to conclude my decades-long research. Yesterday, you received my telegram requesting that you meet me at my house, just outside Arkham. And so, you've decided to join me.
Reminds you of the opening of Bully? Oh, you mean the Rockstar game?
Professor Tillinghurst must like the blues more than those stuffed shirts at Miskatonic University if she called me out here for a performance. You know,
I haven't played Bully myself. So as I was going to say before, I was bombarded with audio in my ears. Saturday is going to be a community stream. We're going to be playing some Jackbox, and we're going to be playing some marbles on stream. And I will be giving a tier 3 sub away, but more on that a little later on. My sub point goals are back up for those who are interested. And because of that Madman Biscuit yesterday, you all now should, all those at tier 1 will now have Pretzel Snake.
Welcome to my mansion, my friend.
I'd better ring the bell.
Alright. Camera controls. Right controls the camera. Left allows me to move. A magnifying glass displays objects you can... okay. Here stands the car in which you arrived. Before leaving, you should meet Professor Tillinghurst. This ornament seems to have been used as a roundabout for vehicles. Alright, so there is kind of like a sprint. They're referring to it as accelerate. This is definitely Professor Tillinghurst's car. The engine appears to be cold.
Maybe she's hard of hearing.
How rude of me to make you wait like this. I wonder whether something's wrong.
There's a light coming from that second floor window. She must be home. The door's locked. I ought to find a way in to check on her.
Alright, so each scenario is set specific objectives to complete to progress to the next scenario. The objectives are displayed in your notebook. They're updated. Press button formerly known as back. Alright, find a way in. You arrive at my modest manor, home in Arkham, invited personally by me. I failed to answer the door. You understand at once something must be amiss. After all, I'm hardly one of those absent-minded bodies whose minds wander off at the slightest distraction. Quite reasonable you search for another way inside. Okay. You've tested the door, it's locked. Okay, just so that it's at least done. Box beneath the first floor window seems to invite you to take that way inside. It looks like it might be touched shut.
It's no problem to reach the window, but it's shut tight. I need to smash the glass to get inside.
Hey there, Sam! Congrats on the anniversary stream. Thank you very much, and thank you for stopping on by. I do appreciate it. I hope you are doing well.
I hope you aren't thinking what I fear you're thinking.
Oh, what? Breaking the window? Oh, yeah, we are. Here to celebrate. Thank you, my friend. It's time to find something heavy. Well, quite clearly. Ooh. Some interactions with objects may ask you to choose the best course of action. There are several possible actions. These are called complex interactions. Well, stands abandoned on the lawn. Perhaps you will find something inside to help you break the window. Have a quick look. Inside the wheelbarrow you found a heavy pair of bolt cutters. Ah, okay. Doing great. Hope you're doing very well. Yes, I am. Thank you very much.
How dare you smash my window? I hope you intend to have it replaced.
Probably. Probably
I
not.
hope this really is an emergency and the professor forgives me. Anyway, can't apologize until I find her. Where would she be?
Upstairs, more than likely. Let's... Ooh. We are musically minded. A beautiful piano. You don't recall the press mentioning she could play. Judging from the dust in the instrument, you doubt it'd see much use. A large painting of a comet hurtling through the night sky seems to express an interest in astronomy, coloured her taste in art as well. But yeah, no, I'm doing great. We're just obviously trying out this new game. It's Ooh.
Broken vase. The professor must have heard it fall. She wouldn't have just left it here.
Not wrong.
Certainly would not. I take pride in a clean and tidy abode, especially when expecting visitors.
I better find her.
Yeah, we better had. Yeah, just playing the Arkham game because there's a knife there. If your investigators have the knowledge required, they will offer advice on the best course of action. If this is not the case, they will tell you nothing. Yeah, this is based on the Mansions of Madness board game, I believe. Shards of some fragile object now shattered lying on the ground. Perhaps it's a clue. An unsuitable action makes the Mythos clock go faster. Oh, it was put together. Through your investigations, you may draw the attention of the Great Old Ones. This is called Mythos. The Mythos clock will fill each time an unsuitable action is chosen during a complex interaction at the end of a full combat round. When the Mythos clock is full, the Great Old Ones will intervene to slow you down. Be on your guard. A closer inspection of the fractured object reveal it is a vase. Based on its position, you think it fell from a small table nearby. Since the fragments are dust-free, you deduced it was broken recently.
That scream came from upstairs.
That sounds like my voice. I must need help.
I have a friend who plays that. Never tried it myself, but the title did ring a bell. I've got a copy of it sitting back there. Eventually it will come to my table in one of my board game streams. Well, has it already? I can't remember. I don't think it has, but it will definitely be making an appearance sometime soon. I do love my Fantasy Flight Arkham games.
Professor, was that you?
Of course it was. Hurry.
No answer. There must be someone else in the house. I ought to find a weapon.
Losing sanity. Certain events will force a sanity check. Each investigator's mental resistance score determines their chance of surviving, chance of success to resist it. When the sanity is 0, the investigator in question will suffer a trauma, which gives them a penalty. The table seems full of from searching it. Oh, we're meant to look through it. Okay. A look inside, you will spot what might be something useful. You have found a new item, knife. Durability new, cost 3 action points, damage 6 to 7, critical hit 30%. You found a weapon while searching. Select the weapon by pressing A. Your cursor. Okay.
That knife might come in handy if I run into trouble.
Sure.
What on earth are you doing with my letter opener?
Hello, Namine. How are you doing today? I hope you are well. Okay, well, we were meant to go upstairs. Let me have a look and see if, Ooh. Rack of shoes containing shoes. Chances are she's not left the house. Okay, that's fine. Seems this door is locked. Good thing it's not where you wanted to go. Okay. I'm okay, thanks. Sorry for being late. Didn't finish work till 7 and had to cook. How are you? Stream. No, you don't have to say sorry for being late. It's fine. You take all the time you need. What did you end up cooking for food then? And I am doing fantastic, thank you very much.
That's my office door.
Door through which it's locked, okay. What do we got? Alright, we gotta find the key. Korean spicy chicken with sticky rice. Ooh, that sounds tasty. Painting of cats. Old ladies tend to like cats, but you have to admit it emits a sense of calm. Okay. Yeah, I'm aware it doesn't, but we need to find a way in. Oh, hello. Your reflection gazes back at you from the scrupulously clean bathroom mirror, okay? Okay, so... Manual, there's always a flaw in any defense, even the lock. Force the lock. We got a little... Ooh, okay, we got some bandages. Put those there. Okay. Now I want some. Yeah. I mean, that doesn't sound any. That sounds a lot better than what I had. I ended up having I just ended up having like some tempura chicken. What do we have here? Shelf. Ooh, a pack of cigarettes. I love to see all of the, well, I love being spread in chat. It's fantastic. That shake, okay. You open the large chest to find it full of books. Lying atop them is a single sheet of paper which was written a recipe for apple fritters. Peel, core, slice the apples across. but not too thin. Dip into frying batter, remove them one at a time with a fork, and drop carefully into the fryer. Remove from fryer when they reach a pale golden brown, then drain. Dust with powdered sugar and serve them with a slice of lemon. Banana fritters can be cooked in the same way. We had some cheese wine, not bad at all. Give you the recipe, it's easy to make. Sure, I mean, throw that recipe up on the Discord, Namine. There's a section for food, so throw it up on there. I'd certainly give it a try. Oh, hello. Toys laid out in the room. I mean, this is weird.
Who's there? I'll ask the questions.
Roland Banks.
Bureau of Investigation. I'm on the job. Who are you? And what's your reason for being here?
What would a federal agent want with me?
The professor had some idea of hiring me to perform some music for her. I'm Jim Culver. When she didn't answer the door, I got worried and came in. Then I heard her scream and came upstairs. Seems like I'm on the right track. Something hinky's going on here.
Hinky. Jesus, that definitely shows the age. It's my own creation, so you will have to make it to your own taste, but I'll pop it on Discord. Fantastic. Did you have a chance to see the new Justice League Snyder Cut? No, I haven't had a chance to see that. I didn't really think much of the first movie. I mean, it was definitely all right. I might try and look out the Snyder Cut, but I just very have little free time at the moment. I don't really watch films anymore at the moment. But I may still try and find it. Get a copy of it and watch it over the weekend or something.
Is Professor Tillinghast a suspect in some crime?
He can't say if it's an ongoing crime.
Only a person's interest. Bureau is evidence that others are trying to involve her in some shady business.
Wow, you're freely giving that information away. You're a terrible agent.
I came to find out what she knows, if anything. Then I heard the scream, too. Seems we need a key to get inside that room.
I wasn't prepared for so many guests today.
I'll help you find that key.
New investigator Roland Banks. A, to open the character sheet. Oh, he has 70% mental resistance. Okay. Roland has more chance of dealing a critical hit in combat. Well, it's a 4-hour movie, so you better take some free time. Yeah, I did hear that it was a 4-hour movie. Alright, so I first met Agent Roland Bank when he was within my home to ask me whether I knew anything about some strange group of people. He seems to have a little more than vague rumours to investigate. And to be honest, I still don't entirely understand what he's after. Still, he seems honest, if not open, and he has the broad shoulders and quiet confidence of one likes to see in members of the Bureau of Investigation. He certainly appears to be the sort of person one would call for help. So he's logical, he has strong initiative, His melee range is average, his range is strong, his magic is weak, and his traumas are daydreaming, cigarette addiction, and inaccuracy. Ooh. Moral support. So I increase the group's member mental resistance. Okay, interesting. No advice, okay. An infant's crib, obviously not brand new, but well cared for. Move things around. Haha! Found the office key.
There's a key on this mobile.
My files say Dillingham has no children. That's true. Why would she need a nursery?
The professor always wished for children, even long after she grew too old to have them.
I can't say it isn't true. I wish people were less prone to idle gossip.
Oh, Professor Tillerson. Could have added to the notebook. Okay. Enemy encounters. Okay, you will encounter enemies as you explore. You can know which room enemies are contained in as a glow crawls from under the door. Oh, that kind of weird smoke. Okay.
What? Who?
An intruder. How many people can I expect?
Next Gen, thank you very much for stopping by. How's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the happy anniversary. How are you doing today? I mean, to be honest, we've been in what, 2 streams together already? But still, how's it going, man? Are these games related to the Batman series, or are they completely different games? Thank you for the 100 bits, Next Gen. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it greatly, though. How's the new game going? We're literally just starting. This is literally the tutorial telling us about party members, what to do with actions and everything. And Namine, no, these aren't related to the Batman series of games. These are all based in Arkham, Massachusetts, and it's all around the Lovecraftian mythos. So it's all stuff that H.P. Lovecraft created with to do with like Cthulhu and stuff like that.
Who are you?
Listen, pal. You've got some explaining to do. Come then. I have just the explanation you deserve.
I didn't even check the industry. I didn't know what Roland had. Oh, Roland. Okay, so, combat. Combat is turn-based. Every character acts one after another without time constraints. The order of each attacker is based on their initiative roll at the start of combat and is displayed at the top of the screen on the initiative bar. Each character has 5 action points to spend each turn. Each action has a special action point cost. Once validated, an action cannot be undone except for movement. There are 3 types of weapons: melee, ranged, and spellbook. Each investigator has different aptitude with varying types of weapon types. This aptitude will affect the action point cost of the attack. Oh, okay, so it's going to be squad based, so I can go into Overwatch? Okay. Here we... Oh, where is Culver right now? Move. Oh, okay, and... Sure, okay, that... 1 to 3 damage, 6 to 7. Oh, crit. Alright, so if this is going to be similar to XCOM, it's going to have XCOM-esque elements, I think. Arkham references in the Batman universe are usually references to the city used. Yeah, Arkham references in the Batman universe are usually references to the city used in many of H.P. Lovecraft's stories. Arkham. Oh, okay, I didn't realise. I thought there was just that they just used it. I mean, I guess Arkham basically was just the asylum that they sent everyone to, but... because I thought Gotham wasn't in the in the same area where you would find Massachusetts, because I know Metropolis is meant to be New York, right?
We'd better have a look inside.
We could do that, or we could check this. Oh, Gotham is meant to be Manhattan, I think. Ah, okay. I'm not sure. I haven't. DC isn't my main comic book set of choice. Remember to reload your weapons after each fight. You can reload it from the inventory. Reload. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, this, only like DC for Harley. I mean, that's fair. Oh dear. Our friend is dead already. We haven't even met her.
What happened here? Is that...
Wait. That's me. That is... it's my body.
Harley is good, no lies. Yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong with a bit of Harley.
That's Professor Tillinghast, all right. She won't be telling me much anymore.
I might have to drop down the times of that Steam Labs does things. It is just popping off every few minutes at this point.
We need to stop them.
Alright. Okay. Do that. Once you're out of action points or you want to end your turn with a specific investigator, you can select end turn. She is my queen. Thank you for... So the so I had to see what the waifu command did. Alright, so every Sunday at the moment I am playing Stardew Valley with the Completely Baked duo. And in there, I'm basically selling out, so whenever I'm streaming that, people can throw bits at me and tell me who I'm going to marry. Right now, I believe... Abigail is in the win. Is in the lead. Abigail is current waifu. And did you walk into a cult? I think we have walked into a cult. Yes, Nami. Namine. Yeah, we're ending turn. Okay, Abigail is in my top 2. Who is your top? Kill that. Leah is a good choice. Leah'd probably be top 3 for me. She'd be my 3rd choice. My 2nd would be Maru. This action is called Overwatch. When selecting Overwatch as a comp action, your investigator will get ready to attack the first enemy that moves within the weapon's range. Select a direction using left and right. Your investigator can only attack what they can see, so be sure to select the proper direction for them to be facing. After all of the characters have had their turn to attack, the Mythos clock fills up. Be on your guard. Get the salt and the holy water. Emily and Penny for me. Even though married Sebastian. I mean, that's fair. Hello! Stabby stab. That's a lot of damage for a letter opener.
Who were those cloaked figures? This wasn't just a burglary.
You're right about that. Must be connected to my investigation. We better have a look around.
Alright, there's a lot of stuff. Knowledge, willpower, okay. To your horror, you recognise the body as definitely that of Professor Tillinghurst. I really don't get this game. Not that I've really been paying attention, but yeah. But I have one totally unrelated question though. Why does the Discord server have no server icon image? So the reason it doesn't have a icon image is because I never got around to getting one sorted. I like how they seem to have a casual conversation around a dead body. Yeah, I mean, it is very weird that they'll have a conversation around a dead body. But Blue, I've got an idea for the image that I want to come for the Discord, so that will be updated in the future. I just need to like fully visualize what I want for the image in my mind and then try and translate that in Word on paper so that I can pass it off to an artist to do the work for me. It's on one of my things to do. Alright, so there's no question that she's dead. Okay, an unsuitable action. Do we look or pat down? We'll look. Okay. Oh, wow. You're taking a lot of sanity damage there, man. A deep weeping wound in her abdomen appears to be the cause of death. Judging by the wetness, it appears that she was killed recently. You feel the stability of your mind shatter. Sanity check.
Poor Professor Tillinghurst. Such a terrible death.
Despite my age, I had much more to do in life.
This wound on her stomach looks like she was knifed.
No shit! Right, oh, can't be a Lovecraft game without a sanity meter. That is true. No, they succeeded that time, so a large glyph had been painted on the floor, apparently in blood. You're certain it's Professor Tillinghurst that was deliberately killed above it. What you aren't certain of is why.
What's this weird symbol drawn on the floor? Is that blood?
Got to make sure you don't go cray-cray. Woo! I mean... I'm used to the sanity meters. I mean, the Eternal Darkness, this, Arkham Horror, the card game,
That looks like some kind of...
life in general.
This ain't a garden variety burglary.
She was knifed. I thought it was jam on her dress. I never liked when a games tell me you are feeling insane now. I'm like, nah, I'm fine. I mean, it depends. If the game does it well, then that I don't mind. What's going on here? It continues to ticking away the seconds, inconsiderate of the terrible crime the poets assured us would have stopped its function. That's because you listen to poets. Alright, manual. Maybe there's a weak spot. Inside the drawers are tucked various notebooks. At a glance, you find nothing related to the murder, but it's clear that Professor Tillinghurst was in the habit of recording even trivial events in her life.
Look at these notebooks. Is this the professor's handwriting?
It is, but how would you know?
There's no useful information here, but perhaps Professor Tillinghurst kept notes on this material in another location.
Tip, logic. We should be able to put some of the object back together. Alright, so having multiple people in here is helpful. So reassembling most of the shattered container, you see a flask that probably came from a laboratory. You can make out the words, the printed words, Miskatonic University, Miska Unisic Lab, Miskatonic University Science Lab.
I hope this broken glass doesn't mean there's been trouble.
What are you talking about? There's a murder behind you! Damn it, Jim.
Jar, flask. Make out a few letters. Miska, Uni, Lab.
Miskatonic University Science Lab. That's simple enough.
We've found everything we're liable to find here. Time to see where the evidence leads us.
And so, my friends set out to discover how I was killed.
Well, no, we know how you were killed. You were stabbed. The question is why you were killed. Either they are insane already, or they're just not very good detectives. Well, okay, so, I mean, Roland Banks is technically the detective. He's from the Bureau of Investigation. Jim Culver is a musician. He's a jazz player. He's not a detective. Though, Jim Culver is my go-to character in Arkham Horror, the card game. Then he should be playing some jazz. Oh yeah, he plays smooth jazz. Wow, the audio is topping out. I mean, I'm assuming you guys heard that. Like, it literally was just topping out. Okay, so Professor Tillinghurst was found dead in her home by what appears to be a member of a cult. What happened? My laptop is kind of low, so it sounded fine to me. Ah, okay. Yeah, no, looking at the audio bar, it just literally just went up to green and stopped. Wasn't going any higher, and it was crackling in my ear. So I have a feeling this game was probably designed more for mobiles than anything else.
Search of my office makes it clear you must visit Miskatonic University. Not only did I work there, the broken jar came from the university lab. Why did those strange men need it? Whatever the answer, I'm sure to find it at Miskatonic.
Fun fact, on Friday, we're going back to... No, we're going to the Miskatonic Museum. We've already visited the Miskatonic University. We visited that 2 weeks ago. But this week in Arkham Horror the card game, we are going to Miskatonic Museum. Alright, group selection. You will need to select a group that will continue the investigation in the next scenario. Build a group based on the challenges you expect to face in the field. Well... Okay, that there is just telling that. And this biographies. Well, we're just going to go with the two that we have. So, okay. At the end of the scenario, all items you have collected in your inventory are stored here. Before heading out again, make sure that you have assigned weapons, accessories, and items you will need to your investigators. I have to go now. Bye. Congratulations on your anniversary and see you Thursday. Indeed. Thank you very much. No, I will see you tomorrow in Sky's stream. Nemone. But thank you for stopping on by and thank you very much for the congratulations. Have a very good evening. Okay, so we're going to give the knife to Jim. Obviously, we will give that to Roland. So see you tomorrow. But yeah, definitely, obviously Thursday you're joining for Yakuza Kiwami, so that will be fantastic. So we'll speak to you then. Because you'll be going... Give you 2. Give you 1 move. We'll do that. Launch scenario. Yes.
Welcome to Miskatonic University, home of the prestigious Orne Library, which includes the country's largest collection of occult books. I once studied here as a student, later donning the mantle of professor and passing along all I learned to the next generation of astronomy students. This place was like a second home to me. Perhaps the things I left behind will provide you with clues to the answers you seek.
Science and astrophysics sounds like a lot of math. I'd rather do my counting bar to bar.
Well, it has changed over the years. No place feels more like home to me. Not even my little house.
Ooh ooh. Thank you for the ooh ooh redemption, next gen.
The secretary said Professor Norman Withers could give us access to...
Ooh, Norman Withers.
But what do we expect to find?
It won't know until we look.
Heart and a Charmander. Ginny Hearts and Kyle Logist. Kyle Hearts.
Alright, let's brace this Withers character and find out what's what.
Alright, so the overlay is available in both exploration and combat by pressing right trigger. Okay. Alright, no. Administration. Shelf full of trophies, all inscribed in Miskatonic Astronomy Club. You wonder what sort of astronomy events results in a trophy. He just said, seems like a bad time to play a tune. Shows what he knows. The bulletin board include... Oh, so the mythos stays at what it was. Oh, okay. Includes a map of the first floor of the Science and Astrology building, complete with a big red "You Are Here" arrow. These stairs lead to the observatory, but we have nothing to do up there for now. Okay. Ooh. A manila file folder. Looking inside, you spot what might be something useful. A shot of Epherin. A real jolt to the system. Look at that. Who keeps adrenaline in a manila folder? Quite obviously in the 1920s, someone at this university obviously did. I mean, how the hell they managed to have access to adrenaline, I don't know. A notebook left on the bench. A student sits on, catches your eye. It reads, I can't stop thinking about that queer old book with its strange writing. Even holding it in my hands seems to drain my strength, as if it were some sort of vampire sucking away my energy. When Professor Tillinghurst caught me with it, she confiscated it at once. I haven't seen it since. That
Here's Tillinghurst's office.
was likely the Necronomicon.
To the right. You must have known each other pretty well.
That doesn't mean a thing.
Professor Tillinghurst's door is locked.
But of course, my friend, academics are no less prone to snooping around each other's...
Sounds like that book belongs in the forbidden section in Harry Potter. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, most of the books in the Ornane library, like, should just not be touched at all.
Some have even been known to steal a colleague's research, present it as their own.
Yeah, that's not surprising, Tillinghurst.
We'd better ask Withers for the key.
This goes back to administration. We already have the information we need. Well, that's not a door, that's a bookshelf. I mean, unless I'm looking at this incorrectly, that's a bookshelf, right?
I say no, Agatha. You will pardon me for saying I have never believed your methods to be the least bit scientific.
Look how, yeah, his sanity is shot.
Oh, they're talking about me. Norman and I were colleagues for years, so naturally we addressed each other by our Christian
Maybe they mean books are doors into other worlds? Yeah? Now I'm trying to think that isn't that a that's a reference, right? That is a quote from somewhere. I can't think where it is off the top of my head.
Yes, what is it? How can I help you?
Pardon the intrusion, Professor Withers. We're investigating Professor Tilling's death, and we...
He didn't know.
Not again. Not at all that more
Oh.
peace. Oh, these constant intrusions by the portal. The police and gun driving busybody.
Well, it reminds me of the book series Inkheart. Ah, okay.
As I told your friends earlier, I do not wish to be disturbed.
Listen, pal.
Wait just a moment, Norman. Something tells me these people aren't the same as the others. Look at their eyes. They've seen things beyond the quotidian.
The quotidian.
Forgive my manners. I'm Professor Agatha Crane, and you seem to know of my colleague, Professor Norman Withers. Something tells me you've seen Wilhelmina, haven't you? That is, Professor Tillinghast.
Agatha, for heaven's sake, stop this nonsense.
No, Professor Withers, she's right. We have seen unusual things. We arrived too late to save Professor Tillinghast, but we've seen evidence that whatever happened to her was unnatural, to say the least. We intend to get to the bottom of it.
I told you, Norman, that box could hold more than knickknacks and gewgaws. I, for one, want to see it for myself. You there, come with me.
What? Where are you going, you confounded parapsychologist?
To the observatory. Wait here, Norman. I know you won't want to be disturbed further.
Oop. Got a new investigator, Agatha Crane. So some Resistance Professor Agatha Crane made her reputation in mathematics and psychology. Two fields I would never have expected someone to combine. Surprising us even more, she turned those studies to the ultra fields of parapsychology and the occult. Some of the others might smile at her behind their hands, but I find her stories and speculations highly entertaining. Even if they are no more than a bunch of balderdash. On alert, Agatha increases the group members' combat initiative. Okay. She has willpower and social. Alright, so we've got 3 out of the 6 things. So strong initiative, average and everything else. Is that a Claire raid? Hey there, Juno. Hey, Clairvoyance. Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for the raid. Ah. Actually, I should really have been doing this sooner. I have been terrible. Let's go. Hello, raiders. Those of you who are in my chat who don't know about Claire, go give her some. Go give her a follow. Ooh. Thank you for the ooh redemption there, Juno. That's the 3rd ooh we've had today. Thanks for the shout out. How are we doing so far? We are doing fantastic. Who else do I need? I'm not sure if Magic Midge was still here, but Magic Midge, he's literally just started streaming, so go and give him some love, go and give him a follow. He has been playing Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I haven't been over there myself. He only came in yesterday and gave me a follow. I intend to try and catch him live at some point soon. But for everyone else, go over there, give him a follow. But everyone, welcome in! Those of you who don't know me, I'm sure most of you probably do already, but my name is Karonzi. I am a variety streamer. Today is my anniversary of streaming for 1 year on Twitch. So I'm playing a new game that's just out, and this is Arkham Horror's Mother Embrace, which is a video game version of Mansions of Madness. So normally I play Xbox. I also do board games. A lot of the board games I play are Fantasy Flight games, this is made by Fantasy Flight as well. We just acquired a new party member. The story so far is we were invited to Professor Tillinghurst's house, but we found her murdered. So we are trying to work out who has murdered her. So we are now at the Miskatonic University. What's her traumas? Daydream. Initiative slightly lowered. Minimalist. Chance of breaking an item in your inventory low. Monophobia. Chance of sanity loss when standing in combat low. Oh, okay. Enemies. Strange men. Strange people that came into my house and killed me. I would even say sacrificed me. How horrible. Okay, so what do we got to do? Tillinghurst's office is locked. We now got to go and search the observatory. Okay. Well. Professor Withers. Professor Norman Withers stands before you, puffing his cheeks impatiently. I know you wish to search the observatory, but for the life of me, I can't imagine what you expect to find there. Let's just rummage through his things. Ooh, bullets. Why are there bullets in a filing cabinet? Sam, you're gonna go and sleep. Have a great anniversary stream, amigo. Thank you very much. Sorry I didn't see you leaving, but I hope you have a good sleep, my friend. Okay, so we found some bullets in a filing cabinet in a professor's office. A small telescope pointing out the window. Peering through it, must be looking for a bright light of the sun, and no doubt the view is better at night. Oh, no shit. Okay. Let's go up to that university.
Ah, the old observatory. Don't be fooled by its antiquated features, my friends. Of course, the new Gerald Warren Astronomical Observatory is a technological marvel. I shall always remember this one more fondly. Through these telescopes, I first gazed with wonder at the stars and the vast voids between them.
Alright, so. What is there to see here? Alright, so after locating the locker labelled Professor Withers, you find it locked. Tip manual. With a hairpin, I can pick this lock. Applying a little elbow grease, you open the locker and you find a box inside. Written in neat letters, and the label is the name Professor Tillinghurst.
Here is the mysterious box.
The label marks it as belonging to Professor Tillinghurst. What are these strange things inside?
This symbol. It was in Professor Tillinghurst's room.
You've seen this symbol in Wilhelmina's room, haven't you? It is similar to the iconography of ancient pagan rituals. Here is proof that Wilhelmina's research went beyond known science and into the realm of the paranormal.
Many of our colleagues questioned Agatha's unorthodox avenues of research. None questioned her resolve. Once she sets her mind to a goal, nothing can stop her.
So anyway, Claire, how far did you get through on your Luigi's Mansion? How did that end up for you?
We must show this to Norman. Only then will he help us.
You learn something new every day. Ooh, what's this? A wrench? Pipe wrench. We'll give her the pipe wrench. I mean, we likely won't allow her to use it, but... So much cloud fills the decks, it might take a while to find a needle in the proverbial haystack. You decide to open a small drawer. You should be so lucky. You have found a new item, a Book of Restrain. An eldritch phrase that binds the target's limbs, slowing their movement.
Could it be? Yes, these glyphs indicate gestures of power, of magic. This, my friends, is a grimoire, a book of spells. What it is doing at the university, I cannot say, but we mustn't let this opportunity go to waste. We must see whether these spells work.
I'll hang on to this. Okay, mate. Sure you won't. Once the pride of the Miskatonic University Astronomy Department, this outdated telescope hasn't seen much use in recent years.
Look here, Norman. See the odd things in this box of Wilhelmina's? Whatever she was researching, it was far more than that comet.
I don't see what this has to do with her death.
We saw a sign identical to the one on this box in the room where Professor Tillinghast was killed.
Painted with her own blood.
I must admit that seems far too unlikely to be mere coincidence. Very well. You have my attention and my help. Wilhelmina left Arkham earlier this year, and I received this box. After hearing no word from her, I became concerned, and I confess, I briefly searched her office for some indication of the purpose of the travel.
Oh, Norman, you dear fool. I was only gone a week. Did you worry so?
Because he cares about you.
Unfortunately, I couldn't make sense of her notes. They made no sense to me. I could sense a whiff of the occult about them, which I admit made me uneasy.
One horn's never as good as a whole band. We should play this tune together until we find out what's at the end.
That's a terrible analogy, Jim, but okay.
You're right, of course. Here, take the key to Wilhelmina's office. While you have a look in there, I'll pour over these notes again.
What was that sound? It came from next door.
Nope. Well, someone's already there. Time for some combat.
My office? Who's in there?
The cultists, quite obviously. Not that. Wait, this. No, that's not what I wanted. The inventory, that's it. What have you got? Stronger than 10 types of coffee. There's Brimo caffeine. Will get you moving faster. Action points restoration 5. Okay. Norman Withers frowns, a deep furrow of concern and growth on his brow. Did you discover what caused the noise in Wilhelmina's office? No, because we haven't been there yet. And you're all still just standing here. You didn't hear this? Okay, sure. Engraved in a blast crack beside the door is the name Professor Wilhelmina Tillinghurst. The door is slightly ajar.
What was that commotion? There's nobody here.
Someone beat us to it. The room's been searched. Recently.
Just look at this mess. Someone has ransacked my office.
Look there. Even the safe is broken open.
Now they're on the lam. We gotta nab them before they get off campus.
Whoever it is must be dangerous. You must protect the students.
Do we though? We didn't protect the students the last time we were here. You find a book by a notorious occultist, Aleister Crowley, entitled A Treatise on Astrology. Crowley. The name rings a bell for Crowley. Was he in the Call of Cthulhu game as well? I think he was. A series of notes written in Professor Tillinghurst's distinct hand. They appear to be nothing more than observations on her students, which she apparently liked to pair off like a little matchmaker while assuming. It's definitely a name I've seen before, yeah. Aleister Crowley is definitely a name that keeps coming back up again. It's definitely a reoccurring thing. While I'm using, the notes don't appear useful to your investigation. The safe in Professor Tillinghurst's office has been forced open, presumably by the same culprit who ransacked the place. There's nothing left inside the safe. You see Edward Hopper's painting House by the Railroad. Its stark vertical and horizontal lines, as well as the striking colour palette, seems unsettling in this context. That's everything.
Judging by their clothes, these are the same people who were in the professor's house.
They're the ones who looted her office. Stop them!
Who are these interlopers? Deal with them while the others escape.
Okay. Okay, and that, and hey. Ooh. Can't do that, okay. One damage. Critical. Alright, when the Mythos clock is full, a Mythos event is triggered, resulting in a penalty for the group. Also, your group will need to resist the Great Old One's influence or lose a sanity point. Oh, I wanted her to just slap him to death. I mean, it's entirely possible, it might happen. Mythos effect. Aberrant tangle. Invisible tendrils entwine your limbs, slowing you whenever you're in mortal peril. Move distance lowered in combat until the end of the fight. Well, that's him dealt with. I'll play your funeral. Yep. Oh dear.
That scream is coming from down the corridor.
Oh no, the students!
Bro, I don't think he wants his killer to play his funeral. Yeah, I don't think so either.
Those weird burglars. Let's go.
At present, Norman keeps casting a fretful glance at the door. He appears to be frightened that it might burst open at any moment. What was that confounded noise, he says. You ought to investigate. I'll keep an eye on Mr. Vincent here. I don't even know who Mr. Vincent is, so sure, go ahead. A bulletin board filled with flyers for university activities, including an announcement for the upcoming home game for the Miskatonic Squids, over which someone has scrawled, "Go Pods." Okay. This door leads to a different department in the university. You wouldn't have anything to find because I'm Tillerhurst there. Okay.
That scream came from right around here.
This was Willeline's classroom. It sounds as though some students have locked themselves in.
Who's out there?
It's me, Professor Crane. Are you all right in there?
We're safe, but some strange people attacked us. We managed to barricade ourselves inside.
You stay put until we've dealt with them. Did you see which way they were heading?
They ran down the next corridor. Be careful, Professor. They look dangerous.
After we handle those burglars, we should come back here. If this was Professor Tillinghast's classroom, we might find clues inside.
Indeed. But that wasn't where I was. I was over here. Not a glamorous job, but searching through the garbage might turn up a clue. 3 bullets? Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what kind of student was keeping them in there. Oh, we're still good on health. Someone threw bullets into the trash out of school in the 1920s? Yeah. Plaque says the door is to the science lab, but it's locked. We got some more cigarettes.
Come here, you. Help me!
Yeah.
We must protect the students.
Alright, so some fights will require you that you protect civilians. Make sure you protect them. Use item spells on them as needed.
Help me!
Okay, so I can only do that. I can't move like halfway between. Oh, I can't be too close to someone. Okay. Alright, we'll slow him down. Okay, so during the course of the game, your investigator will see their status affected by various conditions. Some are positive, some are negative. Whenever an investigator is affected, you will receive immediate feedback indicating the condition. This feedback will fade, but the portrait will display the buffed or debuffed icon. You can obtain more detailed information about the effects, investigators, or the enemies by opening the overlay screen. Wait, why did we do damage to one of them? Spellbooks allow the investigators to manipulate unfallible energies. While a spellbook is equipped, the investigator can't use Overwatch no matter the nature of the spell. Some may also have unknown effects on your group or enemies. Oh, okay. Interesting. You want to take a shot. You, and then we're going to go into Overwatch. What's that? Refocus. Sure. Oh. Poor William. Oh, you guys have walked right into... We get rid of. We at least get rid of one this way. Oh, we didn't even get rid of him. Ah, bastard. Okay. All right. Let's see how if we can like move up. Yep. We can. Cool, we still got 4 action points. So hey, you're gonna get clubbed over the head with a wrench. Oh, they're both left with 1 HP. Alright, well he's dead. Alright, so while they're taking their actions. Of course you got a 3. Alright. No, I can deal with you. It's fine. Overwatch. Go that way.
Help me!
Yep, don't worry. Right, what we should do... I can't go into Overwatch though, that's fine though. Critical hit. So I'm gonna bonk you on the head.
Are you alright? Thank you. I think I'll be fine. It's mostly shock.
This was just a diversion. We need to catch up to the...
Easy. Easy indeed. Okay, so, yeah, sure. So, the student is bruised but otherwise unhurt. In thanks for your help, he has a gift. Medical book. A book of modern medical practices, good for brushing up on your healing. Okay. That's you. We're running out of infantry space soon. Ooh, that's not good. Alright, so from the Arkham Gazette. Body vanishes from cemetery by Gerald White. The Arkham Gazette has learned that a body disappeared from the city cemetery early this morning. Police have questioned a man found on the scene, believing him to be a witness and perhaps an employee of the cemetery. Okay, do that. Move 1. Use. We'll heal up his sanity as well. Alright, move.
Are you hurt? No, just bruised. Some men in weird costumes knocked me down.
Which way did they go?
They ran right into that classroom.
Alright, so, filing cabinet open inside something interesting. Filthy bandages. Okay. I mean, it's healing. The Marine Biology Department. Alright, let's go.
Who are you people?
There they are. They have the professor's things. Get them back.
These fools mustn't stop us. Deal with them.
All of the sanity damage. There's someone with a gun? do that. A lot of combat in this mission. Yeah, so I mean, I imagine that it's going to be a mix-up of both, like, exploration and combat, so... Oh, I didn't reload the gun outside of combat! I'm a fool! Alright, that's not gonna work. Screw it. Ooh! I'm fairly certain he just injected that into himself. Alright, Wilma can take care of that one. When you get a cut, you don't eat the band-aid. No, funnily enough. Alright, it's clobbering time. I should have moved. I didn't need to move, that's fine. Yeah, I probably should have moved, Wilma. Atop the podium outlines the talk of the autumn constellations, including Andromeda, Aquarius, Capricorn, Pegasus, and Pisces. Ooh, okay. Satchel in the style of a student's bag. So, okay, so what do we want to do? Do we want to empty, examine, or have a quick look? We don't have any advice here from any of our investigators. It's only up to chat. You like have first person to throw something in chat, I'll use that option. Because I actually have no idea. Rip it open. Fortunately we have to rip it open, so empty it. That was a bad choice. Oh, Mythos effects. You feel, no, you hear. No, no, no. What is this? This is wrong. Your head is about to explode. All investigators make a sanity check. Ugh. Okay. Examine was the right option here. Okay, so Satchel of school students, the school bag. You have found a spirit acumen and cigarettes. Alright. Because her sanity is so low. Alright. Okay, so apparently patting down should turn up a clue. From the dead man's pockets, you draw out a telegram addressed to Professor Tillinghurst. Alphonse Lundret is the traitor. Stop could pose threat to your life. Stop the herd.
Maybe it doesn't solve the mystery, but now we have a couple more names to go on. Alphonse Lanowit and the herd.
I don't recognize those names.
Alphonse Lanowit, an unsavory character indeed.
These clues might not make sense now, but we might be able to connect them to others later.
What secrets can I find on this corpse? A search of the corpse turns up a letter from the head of the Department of Science and Astronomy. It grants Professor Tillinghurst exclusive use of the science lab for a time. Reading between the lines, you presume she intended to perform an experiment there.
This letter indicates that Professor Tillinghurst reserved the science lab for some experiment.
I think that's all they took.
We should return to Wilhelmina's classroom and tell the students the way is clear.
If that's the case, let's check the classroom. It was Professor Tillinghurst. We're bound to find some clue about what happened to her.
Everyone lost the sanity point there, okay. Dear me, okay. Not looking good on the sanity mark. Maybe we can go in here, we may as well have a look round. You discover a record of a comet sighting since the dawn of astronomy. Some of these comets won't return for another 10,000 years. Interestingly, Wilhelmina Tillinghurst is listed as one of its borrowers. And that was about 15 years ago. Did it say what happens if your sanity reaches 0? So yes, if our sanity reaches 0, there are a number of traumas down the bottom. Whenever your sanity reaches 0, you will acquire one of those traumas. So for Jim, he'll either get daydreaming, which slightly lowers initiative, algophobia, which reduces health when mental resistance is reduced when your health is low, and self-mutilation, chance of losing health every few steps. Roland gets daydreaming again. I think they all get daydreaming. He becomes a cigarette addict, so he has an urge to smoke, so he'll use up some of the cigarettes we have. And he'll become inaccurate. He's less chance of getting crits. And minimalist for Agatha will mean a chance of breaking an item in your inventory. Or monophobia, chance of losing sanity when standing in combat. Marble bust of the distinguished looking man. The plaque inscribes James Irwin, President, Miskatonic University. There's nothing to examine down those aisles. Ah, okay. Shelf of trolleys with something else catches your eye. We found some bullets and we found a pocket watch. And that can come in handy later. So a note on the table, most written like the students. 1 pint split peas, 1 carrot, 1 turnip, 1 onion, 3 tablespoons of dried mint, 2 pints of stock, pepper and salt, 1 teaspoon of pea powder. Soak the peas for 24 hours, then drain, put into the stock and bring to a boil. Add the chopped vegetables and simmer for 2 to 3 hours. Rub through a wire sieve, thicken with pea flour and bring to the boil again to the taste. And serve with dried mint and fried croutons. That's pea soup, right? The plaque says the Dinosaur Science Lab. Confirm. Yep. Oh, it's this one we wanted to go in, wasn't it? Try to open the door to the common. The sooner you feel a heavy resistance, it seems to have been barricaded. Are they gone? Calls a timid voice.
It's all clear, students. We've taken care of those brutes.
Thank you, Professor.
Let's make sure everyone is unhurt. Then let's have a look around this classroom.
When you had a tough day, sometimes you just need someone to listen. Oh, she's got some bromine caffeine. Or bromo caffeine. Well, I gotta go get ready for my own stream soon, so have a great rest of the anniversary stream. Thank you for stopping by, Next Gen, and thank you for the bits. I do appreciate it. You enjoy your stream, and I will catch you later. With your gentle guidance, the student begins to make sense. I'm one of Professor Tillinghurst's research assistants. Lately, the professor has been working on a project of her own. When I asked her about it, she said it was a project too advanced for me. I guess I was a little insulted, so I spied on her. I saw her look through the books in the third bookcase from the back of the library. The one with all the dictionaries and encyclopedias. She seemed impatient for results. If only she'd let me help. Student thanks for help. Thanking you for help. Says a young woman. When you ask about Professor Tillinghurst, she says she's been spending a lot of time in the library lately. I noticed she kept a book in her bag. I don't know its title. I didn't notice its title, but when I saw the author's name was Y. Page. If you can find that book, it might tell you what she was researching. Right, Y. Page. The student looks nervous, perhaps shaken by whatever he read on the paper. Have you heard? He asks. Professor Tillinghurst's body disappeared from the cemetery. The only witness is Albert Hatcher, the gravekeeper. Whatever saw him drove him mad. What could it be? Oh, okay, so that was the body that was taken from the graveyard. Interesting.
Professor Tillinghurst's body vanished from the cemetery? How ghastly.
Who on earth would steal my corpse? Must have grave robbers, of course. So I could have leapt up and walked away.
Well, you might have.
This Albert Hatcher is our only witness. We should visit him when we're done here.
Asking the right questions is usually the right course. A young woman who is hiding in the classroom says she was one of Professor Tillinghast's students. While she appears frightened, perhaps you can coax more information out of her. As you question the student, she says, "A few months ago, the professor asked me to return a book to the library. I returned without looking at it. All I remember is that it was a large yellow book." The handwriting on this letter is difficult to make out, and the sentences go on and on. Deciphering the notes, you find it describes astronomical observations by one of Professor Tillinghast's students. A number of sequential dates are crossed off without notes, as if the professor missed several classes. Now we found another filthy band-aid. A small telescope pointing out the window towards another window. Whoever used this was a peeping Tom. This lock display case is full of rocks and some extraterrestrial origins. And lastly, note atop this desk outline the way of ancient cultures regarded the constellations, presumably the most recent topic addressed in this room. Okay. So, very quickly, we can save. Interesting. Let's do a quick save. I'm just quickly going to step away. While I do that, we'll have a few words from our hashtag mod sponsors, and then I will do a little bit. We'll have a little bit of a chat before finishing up this chapter on what's currently going on in regards to the stream. So I will be right back. And I am back. So thank you for sticking around. So, obviously, you know, you get my ugly mug in full face cam. So, this is obviously an anniversary week for me. I've been streaming for 1 year now, which is fantastic. Surprised I made it this long. So this week we've got a couple of things going on. So sub goals obviously came back. Sub point goals. So if we get to 50 sub points, I will play Ring Fit Adventures on stream in the adventure mode. If we get to 80, I'll play VR The Room. 100, I'll roster in a week of Smite. 150, I'll play Raid Shadow Legends on the stream. And for every 10 points after that, I'll add one more session at the beginning of every other stream, because obviously it's an energy-based free-to-play game. I won't be able to play it every day and be able to do anything. So you have a time to kind of recover. If I make it to 200 sub points, somehow, I mean, to be honest, if I make it to even make it to like 80 somehow, that'll be phenomenal. If we make it to 200, if it is absolutely crazy, I will do a Pokemon Evolution Randomizer sub giveaway. But basically, anytime a Pokemon evolves, because I'll turn on random evolutions, I will give away a tier 1 sub. I think it'll be pretty interesting. And then if we somehow, some miraculous happenings, we make it to 250, I will start every other stream with some Ring Fit. Yeah, I'm that crazy. It'll also force me to actually get in shape. So yeah, I mean that's what's kind of happening. So, and then this Saturday is obviously our community stream. We will be playing Jackbox of some kind, but there will also be marbles on stream in the beginning, at the middle, and at the end of the stream, where one winner from the last race in each of those segments will be put on a wheel. We will spin that wheel, and I will gift them a tier 3 sub, and they will become the sponsor of the month. There'll be other little things that I'll do just to show off that they're the sponsor of the month. Somewhere down the line, because it'll be something that I'll be doing monthly, but somewhere down the line, I do want to be able to give them some form of exclusive merch. I would like to start a merch store. I've got ideas written down for that. But somewhere down the line, when that happens, I want to be able to give them something exclusive. To something that may not even be sold on the store, or have a very limited run on the store, or something like that. So I think that'll be interesting to do. Then, lastly, at the last stream of the month that I do, I will be gifting away at the end of the stream subs dependent on how many subs have been acquired each month. And I'll be saying that I'll be constantly doing. And any gifts that I give away will be added to the sub point goals. So it's kind of my way of giving back. For now, let me have a quick munch on one of these. Sorry that you had to witness me scarfing on one of those in massive view. So let us resume. Back to the library. Sounds like I've got a ton going on. Yeah, I have, man. And hey, Sal, welcome to the stream, man. No, For those of you who aren't a follower of Salvation, please go over there and give him some love. He was playing some Mario 64, reliving his nostalgia. How far did you get with Mario 64 in the end? Now, they mentioned I've been lurking for a while, but just got in the chat. Yeah, no worries, man, no worries. Lurks are always good as well. I want to just quickly run back because they mentioned the name, and they also mentioned which bookshelf it went back on. Played for 2 hours and got 16 stars. Nice. Will that be a game that you'll put in like in a staple rotation for a while? In the third bookcase from the back of the library. And you said Y page. And a thick yellow book. Yes. Thank you, Blue. The bookshelf. Biology raging from business. Nope, that's not what we want. Aha. Oh. History and astronomy. But okay, let me just read all of these then. Volumes, study on geology, property of meteorites. Okay, that could be what we're after. No. I didn't really want to use that item so soon. Hey there, Clay. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's not bad. The game's a little graphically a little rough. There's a couple of issues I noticed with some audios, but no, it's a fun game. I'm enjoying it. This bookcase contains many volumes of study of geology, including a section properties of meteorites. Okay, I'm gonna have to use that item. I'm gonna double check Yeah, so a thick yellow book. Am I missing something? Oh no, you give me the gifts. Project of our own. Third bookcase from the back of the library. The one with dictionaries, encyclopedias. Spending time in the library lately. The author's name was Y. Page. I'm a moron. I am a complete moron. There we go. Among the reference books you find one listing scientific groups of the United States. One of them is called the Herd of Alligator, a small astronomical society based in New Orleans Garden District.
Here it is again. The herd of Arkham. Or some sort of astronomy cult. That explains the professor's interest.
They're based in New Orleans.
Perhaps that's where the professor went on her trip.
That makes sense since she circled the name in the book.
I do feel a pang of guilt of defacing a book in such a manner. Reason for it.
But you're not going to tell us what that reason was? Yeah, thanks, love.
I think we visited all the places Professor Tillinghast worked in the university.
It's about time we returned to Norman's office. Perhaps he's made some headway with those notes.
Maybe. Alright. And how is work going for you, Monsieur Valhalla? I hope it is going well.
Ah, you're back at last. You find the cause of the commotion.
We took care of it, Doc. Still, there might be trouble ahead.
We discovered another clue as to what happened to Professor Tillinghast, as well as an enemy.
An enemy of Wilhelmina, Poppycock.
Poppycock.
Even the students.
Do you know any reason why she requested exclusive access to the science lab for several days?
No, she had no need of a lab. As an astronomer, she spent most of her time in the observatory, not among flasks and beakers.
The broken glass we found in Professor Tillinghast's house looked like it might have been a flask or beaker.
Here, this is the key to the science lab. You can find the entrance in front of Wilhelmina's classroom.
Well, we're not done yet. Oh no. Well, Rip, Agatha, and Roland, they're gonna take sanity damage here.
could have sworn I locked that door. You'll regret opening it.
I don't like the looks of this fellow.
Look what he did to that guard. Grab him before he tries it with us.
Yep. Daydreaming, you remembered that lovely time on the beach when the sun was shining? Oh, your mind wandered off again. Once an investigator's sanity reaches 0, a trauma will be affected on him or her. Your investigator will be affected up to 3 different traumas simultaneously. A 4th trauma will upgrade an existing trauma. If your investigator accumulates too many traumas too quickly, it can change the course of events. These traumas can be purged by leaving the investigator at the office between scenarios. Oh, okay. So you got daydreaming as well. Okay. Excuse me. You can be restrained. Yep, I think we just... Oh, we restrained Agatha as well. That sucked. Oh, that sucks. Use the bandages on myself. Overwatch. Ooh, ow. Up. Shit. When an investigator's health drops to 0 during a fight, he or she will drop to the ground and until the end of the fight, or use of an epinephrine item. If at least one member of the group survives the fight, all knocked out investigators will stand up with a small part of their HP. Being knocked out will also trigger a sanity check for the affected investigator. It's clobbering time. Whoa, another raid! Hey there, Tanner. Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much. Completely baked. Thank you, Biscuit, for the raid. Thank you. Hey, it's Cabana. Hey, Lissa Blueberry. We got a couple of shout-outs that are needed now. Just more shout-outs. If you have not followed any of these people, please do go give them. Tanner is continuing a sub he got from Completely Baked. Thank you very much, Tanner. I appreciate that greatly. Indeed, Pretzel Sneak, Mike Check, and hashtag not sponsored. Thank you, Alyssa Blueberry. Hello, Pizza Dough. Welcome, welcome. It's Cabana. Not sponsored still. That is completely true. Thank you for the happy stream time. My streaming for 1 year. Thank you very much. That is still 100% correct, Tanner. Yep. Biscuit has access to the coveted golden hashtag sponsored emotes. I can't get close enough, okay. Let me just get as close as I can get. Hacks. Yeah. $24 worth of, £24 worth of hacks. Night, Jim. Jesus, that dude. He's no longer restrained either, god damn it, okay. We want to... I want to kill this dude. Hacks, actually, those are mine because I am subbed to Biscuit. Haha. With that money, he is subbed to you. I see. Streamers helping streamers. Indeed. So actually, I'm the supporter of the supporter of Raid Shadow Legends. Dear me. Hey, no! Tanner, look, I will play Raid Shadow Legends if we get to 150 sub points. Hell, I'll even play Smite for a week if we get to 100 sub points. $1 million. Alright. Can I... Are you in range? You are in range. It's clobbering time. Yeah, a whole week. 1 whole week. You'll not stop playing it. I'll play it for a week. And I'll come back to it later or something. I'll forever be a Rocket League ambassador. Yeah, nice, Blue. I know where Tanner is spending his next paycheck. Tanner, aren't you happy about that? Yeah, talk about trying to get Tanner on side. Hey. Yeah, you play to people's strengths, man. You prey on people's weaknesses. Who are you clobbering? Oh, you're clobbering. Oh, Jesus Christ. He has a healing spell as well? Okay, we'll shoot you. Overwatch that way. And you came into my clobbering range. I see who you want to drop some fat money bombs. Well, 100 is a lot, and Capana, where is your Smite stream? Alright, time to just start moving forward. Ooh, 10 damage. Jesus, that. You feel the awful gaze of the great old ones on you. Despair gnawing at your remaining sanity. Increase the chances of failing your next sanity check until this next scenario. Jesus. Be right back. At some point, Tanner, I will see what my work schedule is like. I'm happy to place. I'll be happy to play Smite. Once everything's done, I'll come into it, but... Alright, fading sanity. Hey, dude. Overwatch. Hello, sir. How did Minecraft go for you guys anyway? I can't clobber you. But I could use this. Hey, guess what, mate? It's clobbering time. Oh, posture check. Sure. Oh, wow. Roland died as well. Well, that's shit. Oh, he's stunned at the very least. Okay. Thank you for the posture check, though, Blue. I do appreciate it. Oh. And he's now daydreaming as well. Oh, no! He's got algophobia! Every news site reminds you of how fragile you have become. You can't stand seeing so much as you scratch... so much as a scratch anymore. Mental resistance is reduced when health is very low.
What just happened?
You died twice.
That man cast a spell. Oh, I know how that sounds, but you saw it with your own eyes. Something Melanina researched proved dangerous. Fatally so for her.
Alright. No, I need this. Alright, use on Jim. Use on Roland. Use that on Agatha. Alright. So, the strange man lies dead on the floor. The prospect of rifling through his pockets is more than a little gruesome. It's the only way to find a clue. So, let's see what the corpse carried in life. On a scrap of paper in his pocket, you find a list of locations: Professor Tillinghurst's mansion, Miskatonic University, the asylum, and something called a witch house. Oh, we found some more filthy bandages. But, yes, no, I completely forgot to do it. For those of you joining, I'm terribly sorry for being late on doing this, but my name is Karanzi. I am a variety streamer. And, I usually play Xbox and board games. I do occasionally dabble in PC as well as the Switch. Right now, as has been discussed by a few of the people with Baked and Alyssa coming over, and Kapana and Tanner all wishing me, it is my anniversary stream. I've been streaming for 1 year. So yeah, there are some good good times. Coming up on Saturday, is a community stream where we'll be playing some Jackbox, playing some marbles on stream, and I will be giving away a tier 3 sub to one lucky viewer. No. The class notes on this chalkboard are partially erased, as if someone had begun to clean the board before the enormous do not erase notice. Scattered pages and notebooks litter the area. It might be tedious to search it all, but doing so might turn up an overlooked clue. Many jumbled notes mention the imminent passage of the comet Professor Tillinghurst appeared to be studying. Is that a beating heart in a jar? What on earth?
What is this? Is it even alive?
It's Capana. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. I do greatly appreciate it. You are far too kind.
No matter its origin, must admit, it's a scientifically important discovery.
Yeah, that heart is beating in that bloody jar.
That container looks the same as the broken glass we found at Professor Tilling's house. Do you suppose someone took one there?
A weird, worm-like creature with a strange tentacle-like growths lies on the operating table. It appears dead or dormant. Something about its strange appearance strikes fear into your heart, but it is simultaneously fascinating. You decide to take it with you. Thank you very much for the kind words, Capana.
Can't let this thing fall into the wrong hands. You better take it with us.
Study of the cadaver might reveal fascinating data.
Oh, quiet, Tilhurst, you're dead.
I can't exactly hide something like that in my trumpet case.
We should at least examine the thing. Who knows what clues its body might hold.
All right, if you say so.
Yes, that seems like the prudent decision.
And burn it! Madness overcomes you. That was the end of the chapter, okay. Professor Tillinghurst spent at least as much time at the Miskatonic University as she did her own home. There was no better place to start investigating her activities before her gruesome murder. Return to the office.
Keeper Albert Hatcher is the only one who saw how my body left the cemetery. Whatever it was broke his sanity. Questioning a madman might not be easy. It's the only lead you have.
Alright, so trauma condition removals. Investigators can overcome one trauma every time he or she doesn't participate in a scenario. Choose carefully who you choose to bring and who not. Alright, I mean, I want to take... Let me have a quick look. Find the recipe in every scenario. 88% of the way done with that one. That's interesting. So that recipe, I think, was for pea soup, though. Haven't visited an outhouse yet. Okay. Use the same investigator for every scenario of the game. I might do that with Jim, to be honest. A coffee addict. I could probably do that one fairly easy, actually. Commit suicide by smoking a cigarette. Okay. Interesting. Heal enemy with a wild cast. Universal healthcare. Have 75 items in your office chest at one time. Okay. So we've got to take at least 2 anyway. So I'll probably take Jim. Roland, you're gonna sit this one out, I think. We'll take Jim, and I'll take Agatha because she's got social. If we're gonna have to go into. We're going to the asylum. We're gonna need someone who's got some social skills so that they can actually talk to people. Oh, its durability is ruined. Oh, interesting. How did you get an achievement? How did you get an achievement for smoking? So there is an item that you can get in here, for which is basically a pack of cigarettes, which will heal your sanity, causing you a point of damage. So basically, obviously, if you use the cigarettes when you're at 1 HP, you will essentially kill yourself. I want bromine coffee. Spirit knife. Okay, you seem to be just drawing like all of the magics. %50 chance of a wild cast. Okay, I didn't see that. Alright, we'll give you the healing tome, and you can take the filthy bandages as well. And yeah, we'll give you the wrench. You like clobbering people. But it sounds fitting to this game. Yeah, it really does. And also, as well as that, it's like, it's the 1920s. So, like, everyone's smoking. Yeah, oh wait, we just went backwards, okay, that's fine. Yes. I have to do all this again, okay, move. Do that. No. Nobody cared back then. They just wanted to dance and spend money. Yep, pretty much. Spend money, drink moonshine. Let's get this started. We won't be going on for much longer, I don't think.
What happened to this poor fellow, Albert Hatcher? What did he see to make him lose his mind utterly? Surely losing a corpse he had buried is a black mark on his record. But something much worse must have happened. You must question the man at Arkham Asylum. That place has a sinister reputation. The longer he remains there, the less chance his mind will ever recover. Mental disease is the worst fate I can imagine. Thankfully, it isn't infectious. Is it?
No. Well, some are. But those are attributed to other diseases.
Let's ask someone where to find this gravekeeper, Albert Hatcher.
Alright. Newspaper article. Article in the Arkham Advisor. Black Magic in Arkham by Rex Murphy. Ooh. A local woman, Mrs. R, claims her neighbor uses a voodoo in dispute over cat's use of flower bed as a litter box. Soon after the argument over a common parcel of land between their houses reached a window-rattling crescendo, according to witnesses, the neighbor in question threatened to buy a voodoo doll to secure his revenge. Soon after, Mrs. R reported experiencing piercing back pain, preventing her from working in the flower garden she had planted between the houses. While some might dismiss the malady as a result of gardening labor or mere coincidence, this reporter, having seen the pin-like marks on Mrs. R's back, believes there is more than meets the eye to this breaking story. Rest assured, the Advisor will follow this story wherever it leads. Rex Murphy is a name I recognize. He's an investigator that does crop up in the Arkham mythos. I'm going to sleep. I'll speak to you tomorrow, but before I go, here is some celebration biddies. Thank you very much for the 100 biddies. I do appreciate it, my friend. Thank you very much. And yes, I will speak to you tomorrow in Sky's stream. So you have a good evening. Good sleep. I gotta go, Karanzi. Have a fantastic night and stream. Also, congrats again on the 1 year on Twitch. See ya. Thank you very much. It's Kapana. And I'm sure I will catch you again either in one of Biscuits, in the Completely Baked Boys stream, or in your own. Do have a good evening. So, number of files lie on the table. Perhaps you should seek. What you seek is in one of them. Let's analyze the content. Inside the folder, you find a note reading, "Update A. Hatcher's file indicating his transfer to Isolation Ward, M." In another, you find a telegram dated yesterday. "Heard of your patient Hatcher. Stop. We are studying a recent infectious outbreak in New Orleans. Stop. Hatcher shows similar symptoms. Stop. Request you transfer Hatcher to us." Okay. So there's something going on in New Orleans, and this Hatcher fellow has whatever it is.
It seems Albert Hatcher has been moved to the isolation.
Ah, Albert Hatcher. Okay, yeah.
He was moved because of violent behavior. Perhaps it's best he remains in the asylum.
Don't forget this telegram. According to the sender, others have shown symptoms like his.
We should investigate. This problem goes beyond a single mad grave.
So, on the billboard, a map of the asylum indicates a men's wing to the right and women's to the left. Each floor comprises a different ward. Isolation on the first, recreation on the second, then floors for varying severity of illness. At the top are the doctor's offices, and in the basement is a boiler room. A note on the map indicates that the boiler is out of order.
Here's a map of the asylum. Let's see where everything is.
First floor, isolation ward. Second floor, recreation. The floors above are divided by different types of illness. The doctor's offices are at the top.
Look at this note taped to the basement. There's a broken boiler down there.
The filing cabinet doesn't appear locked, but the doors won't open. It must be jammed. Okay. Oh, damn it, that's terrible. We didn't bring the gun, but having extra bullets doesn't hurt. Ooh. Alright. The guard babbles something about a recent clamour. Most of what he says makes no sense, but you catch something about a gunshot and a broken window. Found a ruined revolver. Okay. Wonder if there's a way to fix these items. We found bromine caffeine. Okay. Shards of glass glitter in the pool of fresh blood. It appears someone was shot through the door's window.
Something's wrong here. Feels like my ears are gonna pop.
You're right. I felt pressure in my head since we walked in the door.
Patient's file reads: Name: O'Brien Danny. Arrested during speakeasy raid despite witnesses' identification. Denied being Danny O'Brien. Initial assessment determined the patient believes he was telling the truth. Note: assigned to isolation ward since a gang leader could unduly influence other inmates. Alright, we'll have to come back for that. Arkham Island has separate wings for men and women. This door leads to the women's wing. You won't find any suspect in there. Okay. Alright, let's go and deal with this then.
What's wrong with these inmates?
These inmates act as if they're possessed.
They're acting like wild animals.
Be careful what you say. That one hurt you. I don't think you like what you said.
Neither did his friends. They're coming straight at us.
Okay, I need to get a little closer. Stop you from moving because you've... Oh, he was immune? Hey, guess what? It's clobbering time. Ooh! You feel the awful gaze of the great old ones on you. Despair gnaws at your remaining sanity. Increase the chance of failing you until the next night. Jesus Christ, we just had that. Okay. Do that. We can still hit. Basically forcing the other one to at least move. Well, that was lucky. If he had hit Agatha, she would have died. No, actually, well, let's move. So you either have to follow me, or you're just going to stand there and get knifed. Well, we had to put them down. We had no choice. Please be a new party member.
What's all this clamor?
Ooh!
Attack that patient?
Oh, they attacked us, and that is Carolyn Fern.
We were just defending ourselves. They attacked us.
They weren't acting normal. I mean, they were all acting the same kind of abnormal. Almost like they weren't in control of their actions.
While perhaps too simple for medical use, your diagnosis seems correct. I must concur. This is not the sort of behavior we've come to expect from these patients.
Are you one of the asylum doctors?
My name is Carolyn Fern. While I have admitting privileges, no, I am not on staff.
What's going on here?
I know little more than you. When I arrived to see Dr. Mintz, I noticed a strange pattern of behavior among the inmates. At first they appeared timid, but soon even the meekest among them grew agitated, aggressive. The center of the activity is in the isolation ward. Speaking of which, what are you doing here?
We're friends of Professor Wilhelmina Tillinghast, whose body was stolen the night Albert Hatcher had his breakdown. We want to ask Hatcher a few questions.
I doubt he'll be coherent, but perhaps I can help. Besides, I want to understand the cause of this disturbance among the patients. Just promise me you'll be gentle with them.
We could certainly use your help, and their safety in numbers.
Let us hope that this new addition to your group will help discover what happened to the Gravekeeper, as well as to these poor unfortunate souls in the asylum.
We have Carolyn Fern. Carolyn is the one of the characters I'm using in my Arkham Horror run, for those that don't follow on that. So, Dr. Carolyn Fern came to Arkham Asylum to examine an unusual patient. Even in her short time at the asylum, she has distinguished herself for a novel method of studying dreams through hypnosis. The rumour mill suggests that she has an ulterior motive for visiting Arkham, something to do with a former patient who died under unusual circumstances while in her care. Whatever the reason for her initial visit, she remains at Arkham out of concern for her patients. So, group therapy. Carolyn increases the probability of the group's weapons striking the enemies with a condition. Okay. Strong initiative. Average melee, average ranged, weak magic. Inaccurate, slightly less chance of getting a critical hit. Self-mutilation. Okay. Mental resistance is slightly lowered. Okay. Interesting. Good to know. But, for now, we're unfortunately going to have to call it there. What might happen with this is I might end up starting to do streams on like Saturday afternoons or something like that. So like this upcoming Saturday afternoon stream will be Monster Hunter Rise, but I don't really want to leave this game kind of sitting here, especially if having started getting into the story. I want to see it to the finish. So I'll find time to throw this in amongst all of the other community stream and the normally scheduled streams. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Yes. So, just transition over to our credit screen. Please do stick around while we find someone to raid and while I do the outro. Alright, so, well, thank you everyone who joined today. I do greatly appreciate it. Man, I appreciate the love you've all shown me, from the new subs to the new bits. Or to the new bits, to all of the bits that have been gifted. So, 200 today. I mean, yesterday was 600, it was fantastic. Man, you guys are just showing all the love and I do greatly appreciate it. The 2 raids we've had today has just been a fantastic day. And there's only going to be more, because obviously, like, the end of the week, we have the community stream. So, tomorrow I'm off. But, come back Thursday, because we're back in Yakuza Kiwami, and we have 2 special guests coming in to do voice work. We have Sky-chan, and we have Namine. They are going to be coming in to help out with the voices in that game. Friday is then going to be Arkham Horror, the card game. So long as I get everything all set up tomorrow for it. But no, that should be all sorted. We should be able to get all that done. Saturday, obviously, Monster Hunter Rise in the afternoon. And in the evening is a community stream, as I've said before, with Jackbox. I don't know what games in Jackbox yet, but there will be Jackbox games. And Marbles on stream for you to be able to win that tier 3 sub. Sunday is back to the baked Ronzi farm with those completely baked boys. And maybe even Alyssa will make an appearance too. Then, going into the next week, and it's very rare that I will announce the next week coming ahead of it, but still, on Monday, I'm going to be joined by Waffle Plays Twitch to help out with some voices in Yakuza. So that one should be very interesting as well. I will announce any more names that come up for helping out with that as they appear. But thank you very much to the cheers from NextGen64 and the Blue NL. Thank you to the moderators of SSJ Hunter Killer, Streamlabs, The Real Atomisk, Fist of Valhalla, and Nikolai Vladov. You guys really help out with helping with the stream and the moderation, so I do greatly appreciate it every time you are here. And thank you to the new sub from It's Kapana. So stick around for that raid. We'll work out who that is in a moment, but thank you for watching. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate all of it. Thank you if you chatted in chat with me. I do appreciate it all. If you're watching this post on Twitch or on YouTube, thank you very much for making it to the end of this video. If you haven't already, please do hit that follow or subscribe button in the relevant locations. If you are on YouTube, please consider hitting that thumbs up or leaving a friendly constructive comment. It really helps out with the exposure of the video. But if you could do both of those things, it will double that exposure, and you would be majestic people. Well, better yet, why don't you come on over live? Come and interact and chat, chill, hang out. It's pretty chill place. We have other streamers that you can find as well. Go and give them some love as well. It's always a fun time. So, let us see who we are going to raid today. You know what? We raided him yesterday. But I don't care. I do not care if we raided him yesterday or not. He is getting another raid because he is a fantastic man. I'd like to mute that, please. Thank you very much. We are going to be raiding that Waffle Plays Twitch once again. So go over there, spread him some love, become Shadow Legends from the raid. Waffle Plays Twitch. So let's go and see how well he is doing in Super Smash Brothers. Oh, he's playing original Super Smash Brothers as well. Damn. So stick around for the raid. But for everyone else, until next time, stay safe.